How's it going, everybody? Today we're gonna do something a bit different. We're gonna give you a car guy quiz. Now, getting everything right does not mean you're a car guy. I wanna change the perception of what people think a car guy is to purely somebody who loves cars. That's it. It doesn't matter if you love Honda Civics, it doesn't matter if you're into muscle cars or exotic cars, or if you wrench on cars, or if you only read magazines and you haven't driven a car because you're 14. If you love cars, you are a car guy. So here we go. Here is a quiz to test your knowledge, and for the most part, some of these are pretty difficult, some are easy, and some are a joke. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two about the history of the automobile or how engines work. First up, first question. What was the first fiberglass car ever made? Was it a Corvette, a Mustang, or a Glasspar G2? The answer is the Glasspar G2. Who invented the automobile? Is it Carl Benz, Henry Ford, or Wilhelm Maybach? The answer is Carl Benz. Next up, what does LP in LP 560 stand for? Is it longitudinal posterior? Does it stand for nothing, or is it lengthwise position? Next up, why are the 993 Porsches increasing in value so much? Is it because of the manual transmission in that generation? Is it because of its classic Porsche looks? Or is it because it was the last air-cooled Porsche? The answer is they were the last air-cooled Porsches, and enthusiasts are flocking to them like fleas. What is more efficient, a supercharger or a turbocharger? The answer is a turbocharger. It is recycling exhaust gases, and it doesn't have to use the engine to turn a pulley, which takes energy. What does octane reading mean at a gas station? Is it the amount of money you spend, the fuel's resistance to knock, or the percentage of isopropyl alcohol in the gasoline? The answer is the fuel's resistance to knock. Who has the best automotive YouTube channel? Is it Vehicle Virgins, Shmee150, Supercars of London, or Salamandra?
Like gravity.
What is the hardest crash test to pass? Is it a front-on collision? Is it a rear-end test? Or is it small overlap? The answer is small overlap crash tests. It's really hard from an engineering standpoint to design against this type of crash. How many valves per cylinder does a Ferrari 360 have? Is it 2, 4, or 5? The answer is it has 5 valves per cylinder. What series of BMW does the chassis code E28 stand for? Is it the 3 Series, the 5 Series, or the 7 Series? The answer is the BMW 5 Series. Which car won at 24 Hour of Lamothe in 1969? Was it the Ferrari 250 GTO, the Porsche 917, or the Ford GT40? The answer is the Ford GT40. How many liters does a C6 Z06 engine have? Is it 4, 5, or 7? A C6 Z06 has a 7-liter V8. How insane is that? Which car has the fastest 0 to 60 time? An Ariel Atom V8, a Bugatti Veyron Supersport, or a Porsche 918 Spyder? The answer is the Ariel Atom V8, which has a 0 to 60 time claimed in under 2 seconds. In regards to internal combustion engines, what does BMEP stand for? Is it brake mean effective pressure, base mean effective pressure, or break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar? I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. The answer is brake mean effective pressure. When was the first automatic transmission mass produced? Was it the 1920s, the 1940s, or the 1960s? The answer is the 1940s. How do diesel engines work? Do they use spark plugs? Is it compression ignition, or do they use nuclear fission?
Wells Fargo, lift the truck.
You gotta go way over there. The answer is diesel engines use compression ignition. When was the first electric car created? 1834, 1890, 1950, or 1995? No, it was not Tesla. The first electric car was created in 1834. What does BMW's phrase efficient dynamics actually mean? Is it A, absolutely nothing, it's bullshit, B, absolutely nothing, it's bullshit, or C, the same as A and B? The answer is all of the above. What the fuck is that? What's a component that you would find on a diesel car that you wouldn't find on a spark-ignited gasoline engine? Is it a glow plug, a water pump, or crankshaft? Are you kidding me? Alright, dude, I lift every day.
Now, that was bad. Now get it back up.
The answer is glow plugs. Lastly, what does VTEC actually do? Is it A, variable valve timing, B, ability to use flex fuel, or C, gives the Honda Civic an inherent ability to destroy Ferraris in a drag race? The answer is VTEC is variable valve timing, and it actually does something when it kicks in, yo. Well, I hope you learned something from this quiz, or at least found it somewhat entertaining, or maybe you hated it, and you fucking hate quizzes. I hate quizzes, I had one this morning. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Follow us on Instagram @VehicleVirgins. I look forward to seeing you guys next video.